Difference between elk and moose. Elk and moose are two distinct species of large mammals that belong to the deer family, Cervidae, but they have several notable differences in terms of physical characteristics, behavior, habitat, and geographical distribution. Here are some key differences between elk and moose. Moose belong to the species Alces, while elk are known as Cervus canadensis or Cervus elephas, depending on their geographic location. Moose are generally larger than elk. Adult male moose, also known as bulls, can reach heights of up to 6 to 7 feet, 1.8 to 2.1 meters, at the shoulder and weigh between 1,200 and 1,600 pounds, 545 to 725 kilograms. In comparison, adult male elk, or bulls, typically stand around 4 to 5 feet, 1.2 to 1.5 meters, at the shoulder and weigh between 700 and 1,100 pounds, 320 to 500 kilograms. Both elk and moose have antlers, which are bony structures that are shed and regrown annually. However, there are differences in the shape and size of their antlers. Moose antlers are typically larger and broader, with a palmate, hand-like, shape. They have flattened, wide extensions with points, resembling a hand with open fingers. Elk antlers, on the other hand, are more slender and have a branched configuration with multiple points. Moose have a more robust and stocky build compared to elk. They have a hump on their shoulders and a pronounced, elongated snout. Elk have a slender, athletic build and a sleeker profile. They have a shorter snout and a more pointed face. Moose are commonly found in northern regions, particularly in boreal and subarctic habitats, including Canada, Alaska, Scandinavia, and Russia. They prefer areas with dense forests, wetlands, and lakes. Elk, also known as wapiti, are more widely distributed and can be found in various habitats, including forests, grasslands, and mountains. They inhabit regions such as North America, Europe, and Asia. Moose are generally solitary animals, although they may gather in small groups during the mating season. They are more likely to be found alone or with their calves. Elk, on the other hand, are social animals that form herds. They often gather in large groups, especially during the mating season, known as the rut. Both elk and moose produce distinct vocalizations. Moose are known for their deep, resonant calls called bellows, which they use to attract mates and establish dominance. Elk have a variety of vocalizations, including bugling, which is a high-pitched, haunting call often heard during the rut. Moose have darker coats compared to elk. Their fur is usually dark brown, almost black, with some variations in shades. Elk, in contrast, have lighter colored coats, ranging from light brown to tan or reddish brown. The coloration may vary among different subspecies and populations. Moose are adapted to their cold, northern habitats. They have long, slender legs that allow them to wade through deep snow and swim in bodies of water. Their broad, flat hooves act as snowshoes, providing better support and preventing them from sinking in soft ground. Elk, although also well adapted to their environments, do not have the same specialized adaptations for snow. Both elk and moose are herbivores, but their diets differ slightly. Moose are browsers, feeding on twigs, leaves, and bark of various trees and shrubs. They can also consume aquatic plants. Elk, on the other hand, are primarily grazers, feeding on grasses and sedges. They may also browse on leaves, shoots, and bark, but their diet is more focused on grazing.